And a fine, hearty hello to all my wonderful party poopers, anyone who's new to the podcast. For those of you who are up to date, my apologies that there's been a few extra weeks of wait, but that's because my software went kaput on me and they refused to help me fix it, so I had to upgrade. And finally, everything seems to be working okie-dory now. We've got some really cool interviews coming up over the next few episodes, but this one I wanted to just kick back a bit and not have any sort of serious discussions with any serious people or experts or anything like that. This time it's going to be just me and a discussion with my wonderful daughter Eloise, and we just go through this and that, just a few things that we haven't been able to cover over the last few episodes because we've had just too much going on. Now I wanted to say, because this we know this happens, people fall asleep before the end of the podcast apparently, not all the time, not everyone, but I'm just saying sometimes it does. That's okay. However, I want you to make sure that you listen to the end of this episode because I've got something very special based on my love of Beach Boys founder Brian Wilson, and I love his music so much that I thought I would write a tribute song using his style. And part of his style obviously is like the what's called modular music, which is like Good Vibrations, Heroes and Villains, where things change and shift around, and I've sort of done the same sorts of things. So wait until the end of this episode and go and have a listen and see what you think. Get back to me if you want to tell me if you liked it, or don't tell me if you hate it. Just don't send anything if you hate it. Just only if you love it. Now, just a quick bit of housekeeping before we move on to a quick chat I have with Mel from Different Journeys. Not something I always talk about on here. I usually just put a link on the notes, and that is my Patreon site, which is a way for party poopers such as yourself to contribute a little bit to the costs of the podcast. And we're talking literally under $3 Australia a month. It's not even the price of a cup of coffee. It's not even, I think it's less than water now. Now, the reason I set the Patreon up is because there are costs involved in getting this done. I just talked about the fact that I had to upgrade my Studio One software, and it's a yearly ongoing subscription thing, which is, we're talking hundreds of dollars. Microphones have to be fixed. There's monthly costs for getting it on BuzzFeed, which is what hosts the podcast. Recording for videocast and things like that as well, extra costs. So it ends up getting to a decent amount of money, and I think we all are in the same position at the moment where every dollar counts. So if you are able to, for the price of a half a cup of water, please consider just sponsoring me through Patreon. Even for a little while, it would just make a lot of difference for me and all the costs involved. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/late to the party autism podcast. You could also just put in Patreon on Late to the Party podcast and it'll come up. If you're able to do it, if you're not, that's cool. It doesn't matter. The people who can afford it, they'll be able to, give me a little leg up, and those who can't, that's fine. It's still there. It's still going to be free. Anyway, let's get on with this. Now, you might remember that back in April I did a event called Neuro Spicy, and it was a wonderful, wonderful evening. The audio, I'm afraid, is not great. Chunks are missing throughout the whole thing, so it's going to take me a little while to do some kind of editing to make it work. It's just, anyway, not your problem. So part of the event was that we had stall holders, and it was just wonderful that they could all be there, and it was really successful. And had some really great feedback from them. Now, one of the other things I did say for this event was that I wasn't going to take any money from any of the profits that came from it, and I wanted to give it to a service that was a local service that helped late diagnosed autistic or neurodivergent adults. And after some umming and ahhing, because there's some amazing services out there, I settled on different journeys. I've had I've attended lots of their events and so forth. We've had Mel on the podcast as well. So it's just the perfect service that I could have provided. I think I could have chosen. And let me tell you a little bit about them first. So, Different Journeys is a Victorian-based organisation that creates safe, inclusive spaces for autistic adults to connect, grow and thrive. Through peer-led social events and a strengths-based approach, they empower individuals to build meaningful relationships, develop life skills, and embrace their neurodivergent identity. Designed by and for the autistic community, their adult-focused programs foster self-acceptance, resilience, and a sense of community, and they're recognising that every journey is unique and worth celebrating. So that's exactly why I am going to be giving what profits we got from NeuroSpicy to this wonderful service. I gave a quick video call to Mel Spencer, who's the CEO of Different Journeys, and here's the quick chat that we had.
Yeah, good. It's just that ridiculous time of year when reporting, everyone wants all the reports for the end of financial year.
Of course, yeah.
So trying to gather the data and, yeah. But it's been good. So it's good because I've actually told most people, that want to meet with me, don't come back to me in August.
Yeah.
And so I've got a bit more time, so it's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. And how's Different Journeys going?
Yeah, just need more money.
Just need more money? Well, that's an interesting thing because that's kind of the reason I'm calling.
Right.
Because you know how we did, I did the NeuroSpicy event. When was it? April?
Yeah, it was.
April.
I was going through it recently about how, and it reminded me about the events.
Back in April, it was a long time ago. But
yeah, good turnout.
It was a fantastic turnout to the point where they want to do it again next year.
How awesome's that?
It's going to be fantastic. It sounds like it's going to be a bit more music related. Like they've got a musician that they want me to interview, and they want to pay me this time. Shock horror. Because for me, it was almost a year of project managing. You know what I mean? It was full on. But boy, oh boy, you learn a lot.
Yeah, you do.
That.
You do.
So it's going to be a very different one next year. But this one wwent really well. I was just so happy that everyone was sort of, particularly the stall holders were all sort of getting a lot of interest, and it was so relieving to have that come off successfully. The audio of the recording has not gone successfully, which is why I haven't podcasted. I'm going to have to spend hours trying to fix it. You know how sometimes it compresses and then you miss whole sentences and stuff, so it's going to be exhausting. But I'll do it eventually. But one of the other things, and the reason I'm calling is because one of the things I said I wanted to do was to look at should there be any balance from the costs involved with running the whole thing. Is anything that was left over I wanted to give to a charity or something, and I thought the best person would be, or the best organisation would be Different Journeys.
Wow, thank you very much, Dan.
That's all right. And I got the settlement from them, and I was quite shocked. It's $640.
Oh wow,
it's quite. I was really shocked. It's quite a decent amount of money from from the event.
That'll help pay for some of our uniforms.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so that would be awesome.
I felt it was really I just wanted to give some money to one of the services that, that's just doing the sort of work, particularly for late diagnosed adults as well. I wanted to have that sort of specificity of where it goes to and so forth.
Yeah, and that's really important. Our adult events are some of our biggest events.
Yeah, and that's brilliant.
The community growing.
I'm really proud to be able to give you a little bit of.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, that's really exciting. And because I've just ordered uniforms going, oh my God, where am I going to get the funding? But you've just helped me out, so thank you very much.
Yay!
Yeah, so when you see the next lot of everyone walking around in new uniforms, you'll go, I help contribute to that.
Just put my initials on. That's all I'm asking.
That's great. Thank you so much, Dan. That's really appreciative.
No worries. Thanks for calling. And
that's
excellent.
Good. Thanks, Dan. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. That's great.
No worries.
I've got a smile on my face. Talk soon.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Could you tell I didn't plan what to say there? Oh, man, I can be awkward sometimes. All right, let's get on with the chat rather than the interview. It's a nice light episode this time, so feel free to just go out for a lovely little walk out in the park or something and have a listen, because that's the kind of episode this one is. And then we'll get into the nitty-gritties on further episodes. Here's Eloise. So why am I doing this podcast with you, you ask?
Because you're not bothered to do any others.
Well, no, it's not about being bothered. It's just that I haven't organised anything. Well, I've tried to organise a few things and it just hasn't happened. And then I've just been putting everything off. But then I got an email from a few people wanting to me to speak to a couple of authors. So that's coming up. But it was getting me very anxious not doing this podcast. And so that's why I've been asking you to do it. And then I said, you must do it. And I think I asked you like a week ago, and then I just forgot to do it. I was too tired.
Yeah, I remembered, but I just wasn't bothered to do it either, so I didn't remind you.
So where are we at? That's what I... Let me... So, how are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, that's the point. Isn't this the point?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, this has been a great podcast.
Anyway, thank you, and see you next week.
I'm okay. I'm tired, but I'm okay.
Why are you tired?
Because I've done nothing for the past few days.
Yeah, it makes you tired.
I do a bunch of stuff for a few days. I hang out with friends. I go to the city, and then I have a few days break, and that's been my holidays.
And you do a lot of it's something I've never been able to do. You do artwork, and you do it for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, but it's bad because then I forget to eat, and I don't. It's the same with playing games, because I've been obsessed with this one game recently. Same with watching shows as well. I refuse to I can feel I'm starving, but I'm I can't eat. I can't get away from this. That's how I'm able to do it for hours. But
that
it's
has
not
never
healthy.
been a problem for me. And even on the new meds, where it's supposed to be a suppression, it's not. It's just not happening for me. I'll always find time. But I like to cook, and I think maybe that plays into it.
No, I'm I can't even move. I'm just I have to keep going.
No, I don't get that. What's that new ABC show I've just started watching? Well, Future Dan here. It's a British show called Patience.
Oh, it's that bloody... It's the one with the guy that you have the...
No.
Oh.
It's
DNA one.
No. It's not DNA one. I've been loving that too. But no, it's a brand new series called
Patience.
Enter ABC TV show now, which is a new British show about
Patience.
I was going to say a professor. It's a crime show, which the British do the best. But one of the characters is autistic, or a few of them apparently. And so she's sort of put herself in down the basement where she gathers the boxes of evidence when, other cops and stuff are asking for it. But what she's doing down there is, because it's all quiet and she's got herself set up nicely, she's got a penchant for solving crimes because her father was a detective. Oh my God. He was a detective. So she, from a young age, that became her special interest. And that's what it's about. She's desperate to sort of, utilise her skills, but she's also doesn't want to get out of her routines. And it's one of the best portrayals of an autistic person I've yet seen on television.
I feel like Heartbreak High's the best one.
That's just been cancelled.
Chloe Hayden. What?
Yep.
No!
Yep, 3 seasons, and that's it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yep. So sorry about that. How are you?
I already said that.
So, okay, you what are you getting into at the moment? You're getting into, what's the 2 games? We've got a couple of games. What's the cat game?
Stray, but it's pissed
awesome.
me off too much because it's too difficult. It's gone too difficult now.
See,
we thought it was going to be a calm game, but
yes.
it's actually difficult. So now it's getting too annoying for me. So I've moved on to Animal Crossing. I've started that up after like 5 years.
Yep.
Restarted our island and everything, and I also just got this.
What did you call the island, Eloise?
I don't think people are going to enjoy it.
I didn't know that this was what happened, so when I thought I'd join in and you join the island, I've joined on an island with the most inappropriate title, and I had no idea when all of a sudden it started popping up saying, "Hey, welcome to island." I'm like, what the hell? Is this something that the show the game generates? But no. Then I realised that old poop pants over there is on the island as well. So anyway, there's that.
Dave the Fisher.
Dave the Fisher?
I've been playing that for the past 2 days non-stop. It's so good. You just play a really big man who fishes in the day and then sells sushi in the night.
He scuba dives, awesome. He goes down
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm going to have to play that and see what that's like. You made me write down Basement Yard. I don't know why.
It's this podcast that I've been listening to. I never listen to podcasts, including Dad's. But I've been listening to a few episodes. But mainly I also watch their YouTube videos. And it's these two guys, and they've started, they're kind of middle-aged. They started making this podcast in the basement. And it's two childhood friends, and they're so funny.
This is the one you made me. I watched one, right? And what was that one we watched?
It was Slam Poetry. Slam Poetry.
It was really good.
It was so. I was thinking you need to do stuff like that on your podcast.
I think we'll both. What we'll do is we're talking about it now. We'll both go off later and write some slam poetry, and then we'll come back and put it on the podcast. Okay.
I've got one for an example. If you.
Well, yeah. Quick example.
Okay.
Quick example.
Okay, so this one was written in the Basement Yard. It was, It's my absolute, I've had it for years now. It's so funny. Okay. So the poem title is called Titties. Titties. From the beginning of my life, from the day of birth, no matter the girth, to the day I marry my wife, there has always been titties. Titties from the top, titties from the bottom. You got 'em, I want 'em. Self-conscious, no problem, titties. Different types. Some sway left, some sway right. They cost me hours of sleep as I toss and turn at night, titties. Big, small, medium, tall, black, white, tan. Some titties are female, some titties are man. Titties. Am I addicted? Absolutely. Sue me. If your opinions are bullets, shoot me. Titties. Why must you challenge my triumph? A tyrant? Reliant? Because I've mastered the sweet science that is titties. Some titties are short, some titties are long. Some titties are weak, some titties are strong. Some titties are circular, some titties are oblong. All titties are right, no titties are wrong. As my time in earth has elapsed, when I grasp my last grasp, to my dying breath and last gasp, to the word that will be my last, titties. It's just so good.
And so the other guys have to sit there and listen to that. Because they literally walk up on a stage, don't they? And they, it's actually at a venue, but they're not allowed to clap. They have to click their fingers.
One of them, that was a different video. Or the one that I think you found the most funny is where he wrote one about his dad, about his, and he was like, come in and give me a hug. Don't touch me!
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I think we should do a couple of quick ones and try it on for size, okay?
Oh, I can't do any of that.
Oh, we're going to try. Anyway, let's do it.
Distraught, panicked and primped, the orange dogs of war barked and blinked. Who picked last? Who picked me? I am plumped as a fruit on a poplar tree. Hannah! Hannah! What the hell is Bobana? The dogs of war wear an orange bandana. Strain the noodles in a part-time car lock. Shake the sachet, shake the sachet, shake the system. Shake the poodles in their perspex prison. Shake the pathological demand avoidance. Nothing rhymes with avoidance. Annoyance? Bring the bouquet to the soiree. Perchance you would care to dance? Distraught! I am of naught. Sold. And... bought? Thank you.
So, what have we been doing today? Well, what have I been doing today?
You have been... I have a few friends who are a part of the band, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for Dad, since the actual job that he's wanted to always do, which is not... I don't even know what job my dad does. It's so... I don't even... He's explained it to me tens of times. I still don't know. It's that boring. I just say he sits on his ass. I'm like, I have no idea what you do for a living. But he wanted to do music, like producing, and he also wanted to be a teacher, but he didn't want to hear kids that sucked at music. So I was like, well, these guys are really good, so it's kind of teaching, and you'd also get to produce for them. And like, you know, after one freebie song, you can end up having a little mini business type thing. And so he's been doing that. And I played Dave the Diver, and then I started painting.
Now, if I wasn't into doing this sort of stuff, I wouldn't have known by the end of today, and last time, I guess, because the chattering that went on that whole time would have sent me off insane, because it just didn't stop. And even as we were trying to record, the chattering was still going. And I was able to stay focused on this, because obviously it's one of my hyper-focuses.
Yeah.
You know. Otherwise, I just would have gone, get out of here, shut up.
Well, you did. You said if you're talking, get out.
I had to do...
If you're talking, you got to go.
Well, because then we were getting into stuff like a microphone.
Yeah.
So you can't talk and speak and sing into a microphone. It just doesn't work that way. And you can tell to focus. How can you focus on, you know, maintaining a beat if there's just constant chatterboxing?
Neurotypical.
No. Speaking of hyperfixation, I think we should call this House of Fixation. House of Fixation. Because it's something I've been fixated on, and this will be probably the 5th time I've watched.
You said second time.
No, probably about the 5th time I watched House.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's I thought I couldn't watch it, but I'd wanted to watch it for years. But I'm so squeamish with, like, especially with surgeries, cuts, or stuff like that. I can't look at it. Like, I can watch a zombie movie, but I can't watch
Goop.
I can't look at intestines or anything like that. Anytime there's a, like in science, we had to do like a...
Oh, okay.
What is it called? Those type of things. I couldn't do it. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to watch a show. But he's so funny that I'm like, I have to watch it. The first, like, clip I saw of him was...
he's the crux of it.
Yeah. The first clip I saw of him... I'll play it into the microphone. Okay.
Do you have hair in your special place?
Miss Jamie! He just goes up to random kidneys. Do you have hair? Oh, yeah. Well, he was like, do you have hair in your special place? Miss Jamie!
But see, I thought you would like this show, obviously, because of the psychological side of things. Like, just this man is a complicated beast.
I think he's the kindest person on the planet. Even though you think he's absolute arse, I think he's the kindest person. The more you watch it, you're like, he genuinely... Like, at the start, I thought this guy was a sociopath. But it's like, we still love him.
Yeah.
But now I genuinely, after some episodes, I'm like, the character's incredible. But I think the guy who played him, he hated playing it. And he doesn't even want to talk about it anymore. Like, he got invited onto this other podcast, a guy who played his house. And he said he doesn't want to relive the... he doesn't want to relive the experiences.
No, I think it was because it was years of him having to maintain an American accent and that character, which is a difficult character to have to do for, 8 years or whatever it was. It's a tough... as I said, he's complicated, often dark, troubled, brilliant. Like, there's so much that he would have had to think about from every facial expression he does. Like, it would have just been exhausting playing that role. And I could totally get why that's the case, you know.
Yeah, but it's just so funny. Like, you don't expect a show like that to be funny. And the first episode wasn't at all, but then they changed it up, and now it's, he's just so good.
terrible lighting.
Oh,
But
yeah.
and it gets better. The show gets better. I think one of the few shows that has an awesome final season that's just really good. You know.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I'm like, I watched season 4 with Dad first, and then I've watched the first 3 seasons, and I'm going to rewatch season 4 because it was just so good.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I think it's 8 seasons.
Now, now what else were we going to talk about? Well, something that occurred in my life a couple of weeks back, that was actually going to be the episode I was going to be doing. I was going to be doing an episode all about Brian Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Because he passed away, and I'm like, I need to do a whole episode to talk about what it's meant, and I then tried to get someone to come and talk, and it just didn't work out. And then I thought, well, it's probably not going to be a fun experience listening to me rabbit on about. I did cry the morning I found out he was dead, even though he's 83.
Oh yeah, you were non-stop.
And then I had to go into work, and I cried it in front of a virtual stranger, someone I
didn't know that.
Yeah. All he did is he walked up and he asked me, because I just arrived, so I said, "How you going?"
Oh no.
And then my bottom lip started quivering and I couldn't speak. And his look on his face was like, "Oh my God, what's going on here?"
Worst question to ask someone who's emotional. How are you
Oh
going?
God. And I just said, "Oh look, Brian Wilson, very important. I can't really talk about it."
Oh my gosh.
But it was good for me to go in, I think, to work. I think because, Kurt Cobain was really a big deal in my life, and that was pretty full on. And then David Bowie was the same. But Brian is someone like he's been in my life since I was a toddler. Like my favourite song as a child, and this is like 4 or 5 years old, and round about that time was In My Room. What the hell am I doing at that age, wanting to hear a song about being lonely in a room? It's just like...
Well, you were?
I don't know if I was. That's the thing. Maybe I was. I was going out a lot, with playing in the streets, because he did that in the 70s, But it's a weird thing to have songs like that resonate when you're such a young kid,
Well, what was the song that I loved at that age that you played? It had a swear word in it. It was like really low voice.
Oh, you're talking Nick Cave?
Yeah.
Oh, Mama. Yeah.
Oh, Mama.
Doo-doo, doo-doo. And every time he said, "dick across my cheek," I had to go across my cheek. So I always coughed at just that particular point when he's going to say that, because you just love singing "Oh Mama" so much.
Yeah, I just wait for the chorus.
Yeah. And so what happened then? So with Brian, it was like, I also had like this record and of like Brian Wilson rarities, and that was a separate thing. It's like all these experiences I've had with him have been like, I haven't connected them necessarily. So there was that record, which I used to listen to as a kid as well, but I didn't realise it was him because it was other people singing his songs. And then in my early teenage years, the greatest hits, which everyone loves, the Beach Boys, the greatest hits, I started to get into that. And then when I was about 15, he brought out a solo album after his shocking time with Eugene Landy, and I won't go into it. And yeah, so his solo album, again, I didn't associate it necessarily to the Beach Boys. And then I was 23 when I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, which is a documentary on him, came out.
1954?
No.
23?
How dare you. But then, even back then, it still wasn't, I hadn't listened to Pet Sounds. So it wasn't until I was like 30 that I read the liner notes and the booklet and the CD about Pet Sounds, and finally got it, and that was the end of everything. It was just, from that point on, everything was Beach Boys. That's all I listened to.
I remember, you would play it non-stop. I remember that was childhood memories. We were around the mountains, and you just played Beach Boys whole way there, whole way back.
Yep. I sang 3 Brian Wilson songs at my wedding.
Oh my God.
And no, I wasn't. I did, but also
like you dressed up as an Indian woman for your.
I did not.
You did so. You had hair down to your ass, and then this like Indian dress.
It wasn't a dress. It's an Indian. The men wear the longer jackets.
Oh, I always thought it was a dress as a kid.
Oh God.
What? I think now I realise it's from a dress, but as a kid, I thought that you were transgender.
It was made in India as it's a traditional, longer jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, for
You were
God's sakes.
full on hippie.
I know. It had chakras on it.
Yeah.
Had the heart chakra. Oh.
Instead of like, you know, normal bedtime stories, Dad would tell me about Ganesha.
Ganesha, yeah.
And stuff like, and I remember that and being like, I wish I had a normal family.
It was a great story.
But
the head was chopped off.
The head was chopped off, and I was going like, can we read Mr. Men books?
Well, I did that. Didn't I read those things to you? Maybe not.
Yeah, it was to me. You know, it was. Yeah, you told me all about that, and I was like,
I suppose Henry came along after I was off all that stuff. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think you copped the early part.
I copped it all.
It wasn't for long though. I sort of moved on from there.
Yeah, it's about the first like 5 years of my life, I think.
But anyway, Brian Wilson was very important. I'm very sad, and that's all I have to say. He's been my longest special interest in my life, more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, dear old Brian. Now, I have been pouring through our Facebook, the Party Poopers Facebook page, the private page, and I wanted to see what you thought about this, given the current climate. We're trying on the page. We're trying not to talk about what's going on, particularly in America and all that stuff, because we wanted a place to not have to talk about or read about that.
Yeah.
But I did mention something that's sort of loosely related to that, and I said, does anyone else feel like karma is stupid, and we all need to be more accountable for ourselves and how our countries behave? Feels like there's way too much reluctance to act for what is right, or perhaps people feel helpless. Like, do you feel like there's just, you know, I grew up being just after the 60s with all the, you know, the marches and all that sort of stuff, and women's lib was happening around, I suppose, when I was a kid. But there seemed to be a lot more, I don't know, anger and a lot more action when when people thought something was wrong.
Yeah. Because of social media.
Is it?
Yeah. And that's how so many people gang on, because people were angry back then, but it was harder to get the point across. And I feel like people connect more with videos than they do words. Like if you just say, this child is dying of cancer, then you go, oh, that's sad. But if you see a video of a child dying of cancer, you go, oh my God, this is terrible. I feel like it's the same with, I feel like that's how social media has gotten to more people. And it's joined, like, 2020 BLM was such a big thing because it became so big on TikTok.
Oh, well, I guess I keep talking about zeitgeist, and that's kind of what it is. Well, obviously, it feels like that we haven't figured out how to go about doing this then, because there's just...
And I think people need to also just actually believe in what they're saying on social media, because again, with the BLM thing, people were just doing it because it was a trend. Like 2 months after, they didn't care about George Floyd. It was terrible. It was, so I feel like people need to, like, do more research instead of just being like, oh, people are saying this, and then just one quick post being like, this is bad, guys, and that's it.
Yeah. The way my perspective was, like, I think we should be watching and reading about these types of things as much as we can, so we can accept their suffering, and we all have a responsibility to reduce it where we can. I think it's a very humanist philosophy. And I think we were talking about like things like The Handmaid's Tale, and just talking very much about what's going on in America right now. And I said that like there's books and watching those sort of shows or whatever it is can help maintain the outrage. But I don't know if that's happening or not. You know what I mean? Like maybe are people are watching these things and not connecting them because maybe they don't have any sense of history?
Some people are, but some people... I think in Australia, a lot of people disconnect themselves because they're like, it's on the other side of the planet. But I have a few friends that are very... like always talking about it, always posting about it and stuff like that. I think I think I need to do more research about it personally, because I think even with like... I think some people, they're really, really morally strong.
Yeah. Yeah, maintaining outrage and things like that. Well, I've wanted you to watch. I'm just gonna.
I think I don't even realize I'm separating myself from it because I can't look at anything sad because I get so emotional and my empathy is so high that like I knew I would just completely be distraught 24/7 if I.
Well, yeah. So that's kind of my point with that was, I think it's important to feel uncomfortable, and it's the fact that you're uncomfortable. It's all the more reason to sit through.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like a means of honouring people who have suffered, honouring and understanding the past, so we don't repeat it. But so many people seem to be like, no, I just don't want to watch that. I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, but no, for me, like I watched Castaway with you, and I had an autistic meltdown. Just from watching Castaway.
I know, and see, Schindler's List is the one I was trying to think of. Schindler's List, I think every single human should watch that movie to understand.
But I just don't think I'd be okay. Like, even watching The Last of Us, and it was just a sad thing, and I was crying every day for a week over one episode, and it wasn't even real.
Yeah. Well, I know, and that's the thing, because I wrote that stuff down, and then Rennie, who's been on the podcast a couple of times, said it might be different if you're, for example, you're a woman who's suffered through some of these things. You know, so I think in some circumstances, it's like, and I forgot that sort of caveat, which you should have, is that you shouldn't come out as gay or atheist or whatever else, or autistic, unless you are in a space that you're comfortable in doing it, and it's not going to add to your own suffering, because that's just as important as looking after other people and reducing other people's suffering. We want to do that for ourselves. You know what I mean? So I thought that's true. Some people are and should not put themselves in those situations where they're watching stuff that's going to affect them. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can, and I do, and I need to be, you know, empathetic a word?
Yes.
Okay, good. I need to be more empathetic to some people who simply cannot sit through that sort of stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I still think there's ways that we can, you know, I think we need to do whatever it's going to be. Like, I don't know if it's TikTok or something, just to maintain some outrage. I just can't believe how complacent everyone is.
I think the younger people are very angry about it, but I think it's like specific people.
Do you feel hopeless?
About what? Because there's so much stuff going on.
The fate of the world and the things that might happen in your own country, and do you feel like you would ever be in a position where you could actually get organised and have a voice and fix it?
We're better than a lot of other countries, but I feel like, there's always a lot of fear. Like, I could not give less of a shit about Australian politics. I don't care. But what is it called? That only changed recently when Labor won. And, like, don't mean to get political for people who are liberal on this. I don't mean to get political here. Yeah, you suck. I was like, hey, like my nanny.
Well, you're talking Liberal. Well, Liberals lost, yeah.
And Labor won, and I watched the speech about that, like, Penny Wongang and also Anthony Albanese made, and I started crying. I was like,
kindness.
It was, and I was like, oh wow, I felt hope. I think maybe I'm just so used to not feeling hope about the thing that it was so. I feel like we're just all kind of used to it.
It's a wonderful opposition, and I love that as well, because I don't care who said it. It's what's said that matters. It's irrelevant who says it. But to be talking about kindness as being an important part of politics and daily life, to me that's the utmost thing.
Yeah, and we were also very happy because one person we really don't like in politics lost. Yes. And we literally started jumping up and down and went, whee!
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, well, we're hoping for the same thing to happen in other countries too.
Yeah.
Now, I got a couple of autistic moments from people from some of the party poopers. I thought I'd read them to you.
Okay.
Let's see what you think of them.
Autistic moments. What now?
Now, I also wanted you to come up with their names, because usually I change the name, so just for privacy's sake, can you please look at this name and come up with an alternative, because it's he or she has 3 names, so you need to try and figure out what is it going to be.
Wait, so are they 3 separate names?
It's just first, middle, and last name.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so we need to think of a first, middle, and last name.
Yes. Yep. What can you get from this?
Oh God. A poo.
No.
I'm trying to see if something that rhymes with the first name. I don't know. I can't think of these things.
I just think sparrow, postman, dairy.
I think Dobby for the last one.
Okay, so
It was all like
all power to Dobby.
Yeah.
Okay, so all power to Dobby. It's an autistic moment. Okay, I have one today, although more of a dyslexic moment. I'm a student mentor working one-to-one with secondary school age neurodivergent students. The learning objective for my next lesson with one of the students was to understand what is meant by the term puberty. So I start planning for the lesson and ask for more experience. Don't read it. I start planning for the lesson and ask for my more experienced colleagues for advice on how to approach puberty with this student.
What do you mean by more experience?
More experienced colleagues.
Like
teachers.
People who've gone through more puberty
Teachers.
than others. More experienced. Who's got the guy with the longest beard, the girl with the biggest chest? You seem pretty experienced in puberty.
Yeah, look at that.
Guys, how much...
Now we're back on titties again.
Guys, who has the most testosterone here? I need something.
Well, no, he was asking experienced college for advice, right? They asked exactly what the lesson objective said, so I reread it, and it said poverty, not puberty. So he's been planning to talk to this student. Imagine if he hadn't asked someone else to and reread it. He would have set the student down.
Poverty makes you really hairy.
That's what I'm talking about. He would have been talking about puberty to this person instead of poverty. And it would, how do you get out of that?
Oh, so he was trying to explain poverty.
He read it as puberty, but
Oh,
it's actually
I
poverty.
thought he was
He's
trying
supposed to talk to him about poverty.
I thought he was trying to explain puberty, but then he accidentally used poverty, being like, poverty can make you bleed out of your special place. Poverty.
Well, I responded. I said, my puberty was a poverty of ladies' interest. So maybe you could mention that to him. And then he said it gets even worse. Okay.
Oh, God.
It wasn't even poverty.
What was it?
I was looking at the wrong subject, and there was actually a lesson on photosynthesis.
It's not even close. What even is photosynthesis? He needs to explain this to me.
It's about what leaves do, like plants do, photosynthesize for light and water and...
Photosynthesis can make you grow hair in many places.
Oh my God.
Photosynthesis, it makes your voice drop.
It's your special plant. Like, I mean, it's just, it doesn't quite work, does it? Well, I suppose you could talk about photosynthesis of coconuts or something. Does that work? No. How about poverty-stricken pubescent coconuts?
What?
We're going to try and put in let's put all 3 in. So we've got poverty, puberty,
balls are
and
poor?
photosynthesis.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, a poor...
I don't know what you're...
I was trying to put all 3 together in a subject. Imagine you have to talk about puberty, poverty, and photosynthesis and all in one go.
I think this neurodivergent kid would be dead by now. Just leave the room, go, I'm done.
So we've been no help.
Say, I'm cured. I'm not even autistic anymore. I just want to leave.
Go out of there.
You confused me so much.
And mixing
I'm
the wrong
neurotypical
things.
now.
So he goes to the doctor and talks about how, he's got some pain. And he's talking about, I've got some pain in my stem. And, because he's mixing up with plants now. So imagine how incredibly confusing a life
I've got
is
a plantation in my...
I've got a plantation.
I've got a plantation.
Things are a little mossy. mossier than I expected them to be.
My back, my crack, and my sack.
Extremely mossy, but I can't afford. To pay for them to be waxed.
So I took a photo.
All right. Next one. That was very helpful for everyone, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So this was anonymous member. So what are we going to call anonymous member? Now we're back on puberty again.
Anonymous member.
Oh God.
I have no idea.
Okay, so let's just say anonymous member.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? I'm not sure if this is a real autistic moment or a failure of language. I was walking my dog a few days ago and there was a man walking towards me in the opposite direction down a narrow alleyway. We had to squeeze past each other, and as we did so, I noticed that he had a dog lead hanging over his shoulders, but no dog. I lost mine yesterday, he said. I chuckled and said, I thought there was something missing. As I looked at the lead around his neck, thinking that he was still out searching for it and had the lead ready in case he found it. Then he went on to explain that his dog had died, and not that it had run off into the woods. He was carrying the lead because he couldn't part from his usual morning walk with his dog. He was pretending that he was still walking his dog, which was very sad. I quickly apologised about my misunderstanding and gave him my sympathy. So I want to get my head around this.
So when you said I lost it,
mine,
I thought
I lost mine yesterday.
I thought you meant I lost my virginity, and then you say I'll give you.
We're not going back on the first one. This is a whole new story.
I lost mine yesterday.
A guy with a lead walking along with a lead just around his shoulders,
so sad,
and he said, "I'm not sure. I lost mine yesterday." And so Anonymous said, "I thought there was something missing."
What does that even...
Like it's a completely rational thing to say. What would you think if someone's walking along with a lead? Would you think that their dog was dead?
No. It's like...
Would you say something as you walk past?
Well, I wouldn't be in an alleyway near a man in the first place. I'd be walking the opposite direction very quickly. And so...
Well, Anonymous said, this isn't the first time I've been confused about a dog that is described as lost. I just don't see this word as interchangeable with died. Neither do I. I often have no idea where I've put my keys, and it would be ridiculous if I said my keys have died. I would say, of course, I've lost my keys. So for me, when someone said that they've lost their dog, it means they can't find their dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's just normal.
Yeah, it's not an autistic thing. It's a neurotypical idiocy. It's like not using the language correctly.
Are you saying the grief has made him
wouldn't you say my dog has passed away, I can't bring myself to going for a walk without taking the lead.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say I lost mine yesterday. Would you?
It depends how he said it.
I don't think
If
so.
he said, I lost mine yesterday.
No, everyone was on Anonymous's side with this one. It's like that's
stupid.
That's a neurotypical moment, I think.
Yeah.
Where we're just like, really? Use language properly.
The ant guy was autistic.
Oh my God. Now, I've got another one. Try this one. Try this name. This is going to be interesting. Come on. This is the next one. See?
Wait, I can't see it.
There you go. What?
Oh, I don't know.
You can't think of anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I do often do like music and stuff like that. So I would say Spectre Tail.
How did you even come up with that? That's nothing like the name.
Well, I'm going to have to cut this out. I'll explain it to you now, okay?
So Spectre Tail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Spectre Tail, now it's been explained. If anyone else wants to try and figure out what it means, I'm happy for you to email me. Now, this is a quick one. Perhaps the time that I wrote on party invitations what time I would start kicking people out. So not just...
Physically?
I don't know.
If you
but
don't
like
leave, I'm going to start kicking you.
have you ever seen a party invite where they said, please, come along at 8 p.m. By the way, I will be asking you to leave at 10:30 p.m.
I mean, that you could have just gone 8 o'clock and then a dash, 10:30.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, that's normal. But saying, I'm going to kick you out, it's crazy.
I would start kicking people out. But
Just say, the party will go from 8 to 10:30 or whatever the time is.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, I'm going to start kicking people out. And they're going to go, Jesus Christ.
So most of the responses people brought was basically, is this a joke? And so Spectre said, so when a close friend told me that writing that isn't the norm, I played along and pretended it was a joke. Love that one.
God.
Oh, man. But I swear if I could, and I reckon if it was an all autistic gathering, you would absolutely be able to say, you will be leaving at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be going past that point.
Yeah.
This is how long I'm able to do this.
But I just
you are
say,
leaving.
I just say from this time to this time. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
I had one recently.
What?
An autistic moment.
Go on.
So I felt bad. I always get stuff off Temu, and I felt morally not great about it because a lot of my friends are like, "That's bad," and I'm like, okay, well, I have no money and I'm not getting a job, so I'm gonna keep buying from it. But now it's like I found some extra money, and I was like, you know what? I'll get something from a small business to make up for it.
Oh, yes.
So I got these 2 shirts. It was a long process because then she was like, you have to pay extra money for shipping. I'm like, this is why I get stuff with Temu, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up getting the extra money and stuff like that for the shipping, and I sent it, and she was like, after I sent it, she was like, great, okay, now fill in this list. And it was like a dress and like stuff like that, and I went, and I was so like freaked out about me being scammed that I was just like, oh my god, she's asking for my address.
I didn't order a dress.
Yeah. It was like, I was like, what's your address and stuff like that, and I'm such an idiot. I put, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable putting my address. And she went, how am I supposed to send it to your house? You just paid for shipping. What am I meant to do, guess? I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm meant to be the most stupid.
Drop it in the vicinity of like the eastern suburbs.
I was like,
Melbourne.
I didn't even want. I was gonna say like, oh, I'm from Melbourne. You can just kind of guess. I was like, I'm such an idiot. I went, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable putting my address. How is she gonna send it to my house? I'm such an idiot. So after that was meant to make me feel like, oh great, I'm gonna start, getting more stuff from small businesses. But after that, I'm like, I'm going straight back to Temu. I can't anymore because I have to talk to people. I can't do it anymore.
Oh god. Yeah, that's true. I was surprised. Usually you just get to write it and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, but you actually have to physically tell somebody this is my address, and that just freaks me out a bit.
Amazon have got pickup places you can go to.
Oh yeah, well she's got her own separate website and stuff, so it's
Yeah.
just like... But yeah, it was really, really mortifying.
Oh my god.
It was really embarrassing.
Oh, now I wanted to... I wonder if I can find it. Or maybe, no, I shouldn't. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that because it might, things change. But I got a contacted from the round, which I did the Neurospicy event. And a couple of weeks, they got a phone back saying, we want to do another one.
Woo!
Which is pretty cool. And the weird thing was that they want to do a music-focused one, which is exactly what I was going to consider planning for.
That's so good.
And they've found someone who's a neurodivergent artist who also caters to neurodivergent audiences by various means. So they set the setting up and the way that they prepare people for attending. There's a lot more details, and here's what you can expect and all that sort of thing.
Oh, I thought it was like not noise sensitive. She has to whisper.
Things whispered, yeah. Well, there would be some sort. I think there would be a reduction in like the volume would be part of it.
So it was like an ASMR.
Yeah. Or not do me. Imagine that. What if they could do those concerts? ASMR concerts. I'll go to one of those. There's a sleep one. Max Richter did a concert where everyone was in. They had cots because the album is called like Sleep, and so it was literally like scientifically set up to the music to fit into a night's sleep.
Well, then everybody would fall asleep. Then.
Well, yeah, that's right.
That'd be a great opportunity to rob people. Everybody's asleep. You can just
Yeah,
walk around.
absolutely.
That would be a great. You can just walk around, steal the wallets.
Yoink.
Everybody's asleep. That'd be awesome.
That would be the best concert ever.
Yeah.
Imagine going to a concert you can lay in bed.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't want to catch myself off guard. I would be too scared to fall asleep. Because then I'm like, somebody's going to rob me or something.
Well, they have lockers. Imagine they had lockers. Then you'd do it, right?
What if
Or you have a sleeping bag.
What if I wake up and, like, my biggest fear is I wake up and then somebody's, like, staring
Breathing
at
over
me.
the top.
Yeah, breathing over the
Every single, like, there's like 50 people in the crowd and they're all sitting up on the side of their bed staring, like leaning forward and staring at you.
I've slept through so much, I'm the last person in the concert, and then I have a security man waking me up saying, it's the next day, we're trying to pack up for another bloody concert.
Or you wake up and all the crowd are just pulling up their pants.
Or like near you, just go...
What
does my bum hurt?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I had the weirdest dream.
Well, I was talking... So, anyway. So, yes, a musician, and there would be, like, I would interview them, and then they'd play... But also...
Interview them in song.
Interview them in whispered interview.
What is your... I don't know. What is your biggest fear?
A whole musical that's just basically off the cuff.
Yeah.
Oh, quickly before... Like, anyway, that's going to be awesome and hopefully will happen. What's the TikTok series of that musical? I want people to go and find this.
So there's this musical called Slam Frank. It's an actual musical.
Real. It's actually going to happen, right?
It's already happened. Yeah, and there's going to be it's going to be performed. Basically,
oh my God.
This guy, he started this thing. And he's like, you know, there's been a bunch of musicals about the Holocaust, and you know what the problem with it is that every single time all the actors are white. I'm like, duh. They're from what? Germany,
yeah.
What do you think they're going to be? Asian? Like, what do you... so he's like, yeah, so they're not keeping up with these modern narratives, so we've made this Slam Frank musical, but it's Latinx hip-hop. Peter Van Daan is now Pedro Van Daan, and he is non-binary. It's so messed.
Isn't Anne like bisexual?
Anita Franco, bisexual. And some of the parts are just like, they're gonna murder me because I'm Jewish. Hey! They're all like singing in like, what is it called? They're all singing in like Spanish for some of it. The guy isn't even Spanish. Like there's some rap parts to it. Oh my God, it's so bad. But it's funny.
Would you not think that there'd be a few autistic people who would, tend to take things a bit literally and think this person's seriously demeaning the legacy of Anne Frank?
It's clearly a joke because some of the replies that he's given and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like every time somebody calls about Anne Frank, he's like, "That's Anita Franco to you," and he was like, somebody commented being like, "Why is there no disabled actors?" And he replied and said, "Many of our cast are lacking in abilities." And they said, "Don't you mean like different abilities?" And he just replied, "No." And like even some of the things, oh my gosh!
So it's like a mock-you musical. Right, yeah. So like a mockumentary, like a Spinal Tap.
I guess about people take everything so seriously.
So seriously,
like one of the things was, During Pride Month, Slam Frank wants our LGBTQ plus fans to know you belong. Whether you're they, them, or queer femme, you belong. Whether you're a gay cis man or a straight trans woman, you belong. Whether you're a straight woman who's mad at her boyfriend or a straight woman who's mad at her dad, you belong. Whether you're a fat girl with a bad haircut or an adult baby who wants milky milk, you belong. Whether you're gay for pay or you're just trying to get a theatre job in the 2020s, you belong. Slam Frank is where you belong.
Oh my god.
And then one of my favourite things is, what is it called, where Pedro Van Dam comes out of the closet. He's like, why we're still stuck in this attic. We've got to come out of the closet.
Oh, I love that song. Give them the handle or the whatever it's called.
Just go search up Slam Frank on Instagram and you will find the craziest things you've ever seen in your life. It's gotta be a joke. It's,
oh my God.
It's definitely a joke, but it's also going to be a real musical.
Yeah.
There's actually actors playing in it.
Remember I did a musical? I did one song for a pretend musical.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wasn't it for a dog or something like that?
It was for a cat, I think.
A for a cat? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it now.
I recall the time when you caught your leg my way. I breathed in your scent, and my thoughts were led astray. You mounted me, and I almost lost my mind. When a terrier started sniffing up to your behind. Oh, he was my first Labrador retriever, and just one sniff, and I knew I would not leave her.
So maybe we need to work on a new musical. Maybe we should do something similar.
It's got to be something really messed up that happened in the past that you make extremely woke. Like, really woke. Like,
I'd love to do one on Donald Trump.
I was thinking Titanic, but all
It'd
the...
be great to do one on...
But then, so they what is it called, everybody sinks, but then all the dolphins come up, they're all gay, and they all... and they...
I would love to do a musical just on Donald Trump's speeches. Because they're so insane.
Him and Joe Biden.
Huh?
Him and Joe Biden.
Joe Biden? A love story.
I think that's already a thing, actually.
I think that is.
That's
sure
already,
that
that's
is.
already a thing. They have another one, I got trained Obama as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that's already...
That's already a thing. It's got to be something, it's got to be something like World War II, but it's like...
Oh, God.
But like, I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't get Hitler as a character as well, and he's like
There's
a black...
been stuff.
He's like a black woman.
Yeah.
He's a black lesbian.
Mel Brooks has covered the whole Hitler comic territory. Springtime with Hitler and that sort of
But
stuff.
I think it's a social experiment. I think it's them being like, will people actually watch a musical that is like this?
I don't know.
Because they're nearly sold out and the tickets are expensive. But they've literally, like, there's an Australian who's no joke flying to America to watch it.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Well, there you go. That's going to be a fun thing for you to listen to during the week when you're not listening to this.
Like, even, look. This is...
Don't forget who you are, Anita. Anita, mi pobrecita.
You
So
would
this
think,
is really the music's been written, the lyrics have been written. It's all been done.
Yeah.
And
What
it
about-
didn't start off that way. I'm sure they just started off.
This one's the best.
Well, we can't play it. I can't play that stuff because it's like copyright.
It's not actual... I, Peter Van Dam.
We're not.
I
I'm
am
not having
on
you.
my
This is what she does to me. She comes to me
merry-
constantly, like 5-6 times a night, to play me little clips. You know what I mean? And I know she's going to because she has this look on her face. It's like this. The eyes are a little bit wider than usual, and this expectant face. It's like, and I know exactly what's about to happen. I'm going to have to watch something, and most of the time I don't have my glasses with me.
Speaking
So
of
it's
that,
just
I
like
actually
this
have a video to show you
blur.
after this.
Oh my God. All right. It was lovely talking to you.
Okay, that was my chat with my lovely daughter Eloise. And as promised at the start of the podcast, and you promised you'll be hanging around and waiting, this is my tribute to Brian Wilson. It took me about 4 or 5 hours, and it was a pleasure and a privilege to write something that sounds like a Brian Wilson song. Influences are his solo song Rio Grande, the Beach Boys' Heroes and Villains, Surf's Up, Good Vibrations, Heroes and Villains, various Smile songs. It's where I've got this idea from, and I hope you enjoy it. Here it is, tribute to Brian Wilson.
It's a little bit tough, but I mean, after you sort of get used to it, you know? You get used to those kind of things. You know what I mean? Death is just part of life, you know? There's death in life, you know? What can you do?